How are you, Arda?
Fine, thanks. I went to the cemetery again today with Bibi. He's going crazy. He wants to be at the campaign with you, but he doesn't want me to walk there on my own. I guess I've come to Tbilisi at a very bad time, but I could not do otherwise. This is what my heart told me to do. I'm sorry.
What's that music you're playing?
I can't believe you don't recognize this.
Honestly, I'm so tired that I can't recognize anything. I barely recognize myself.
This is Bob Marley. Dada loved to listen to his music.
Ah, yes. Now I remember. Dada loved listening to Bob Marley.
You don't like his music and poetry?
I don't know. I like his songs, I guess.
What do you think about him personally?
I don't know much about him. I know that he was a good singer and smoked pot, and he was a Rasta man, wasn't he?
Is that all you know about him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you think it would matter if you did know more about him?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, when we first came together, all you knew about me was that I was accompanied by your comrade Gibi, and that I was Abkhaz. You generously agreed to give me a half hour of your time to listen to what I have to say. However, upon learning that I was your late friend Dado's wife, you were more willing to prolong our conversation and meeting.
Arda, you know I did not only ask you to continue your stay here because of your late husband, my late friend. I wanted you to stay because it would not have been safe for you to stay anywhere else after traveling such a long distance over the border. And I assume you stay now for even other reasons?
Yes, but I think you may be missing the point.
You're probably right. I've forgotten entirely how this relates to Bob Marley.
It's rather simple, really. You know very little about Bob Marley. You said so yourself. I believe if you knew more about him, then maybe you would place more importance on his songs and connect more to their meaning.
And how does this relate to us?
When you first met me, it was out of some sort of perceived duty. But after hearing my story about Dado's death at the hand of a Russian mercenary woman, and my son's death in a senseless bombing, the distinctions between good and bad were blurred.
Your story did catch my attention and make me wonder, questioning my every position, political, moral, personal.
But you see, Jakola, everyone is like me.
You think everyone has sadness in their lives?
Well, yes, that is true, especially for those in our country. But the more important point is that everyone has a story. And when listened to by someone else, the two people are both transformed.
Yes, we have both been transformed, especially me. I can see it. I can feel it. I'm different.
All because of a truthful story.
Arda, I can tell you are thinking beyond the two of us.
Can't you see it also?
See what?
Jakola, you know we watch Georgian TV in Abkhazia. We see the television for triumphant people programs in Sukhumi. And during the last several months, you have been on television often. And the Abkhazian people are watching and listening to your speeches.
I'm very happy that people in Abkhazia watch my speeches. But I don't understand what you're telling me here. I'm in a very awkward situation.
I want to tell you very directly that your talk is not the talk of a man who is going to win the hearts of the Abkhazian people. I don't have much to lose, so I'm going to be very direct.
I don't understand.
When you say that the Georgian eagle is going to rise up and defeat the crows and the ravens, who are you referring to? We Abkhazians? Are we those ravens and crows?
The Geneva Convention prohibits the killing of women, children, elderly, sick, and innocent civilians during military conflict.
How many wars have you seen, and how many times have the Geneva Conventions been followed and implemented completely? Do you think Nazis or communists spared women and children, or that Americans deliberately avoided bombing peaceful villages? Or that the Georgians or Abkhazians are innocent of these acts? Let's be serious. Dado hated those hypocrites who gave lip service to the Geneva Convention and then ordered their forces to wipe out entire villages. Dado respected people who spoke and acted from their hearts. Dado liked an honest Jakola who talked the truth, not the politician who now panders to the interests of the people. You can't win the hearts of the Abkhazians by talking about the Geneva Convention. If you want my opinion, you can't win anyone's heart without showing them that you have one of your own.
I don't know.
I do know. That is why I came here to tell you this. I apologize for taking your time.
Arda, wait. I can see how my story of the Georgian eagle rising up to defeat the crows and ravens might not be completely truthful.
You're right. It's not. With that story and too many of your other speeches, you're not telling your story, and you're certainly not telling the story that is needed for our two regions.
What can be done?
You need to stop talking at us and start speaking to us.
Well, I have my nomination speech coming up soon. Too soon, I suppose.
Have you decided what to do?